What's up, guys? In this video I'll give you a few tricks to help you stay full during prep. All right, let me take a quick sip of coffee to wake me up. So a few tricks to help you stay full. All right, full, it means the muscle kind of being full of water, full of muscle glycogen, and having that massive look. Of course, you're not gonna get the craziest full as you can get on the bulk because you're in a deficit, but there are a few things that I am using that help me stay full, keep my performance high at the gym, and look at my best. You don't want to be super depleted. Just feels awful when you're so flat. You just don't feel yourself. All right, so let's jump straight into it. Number one is salting your food. Salt, water, salting your food. Not only about drinking water, but about adding more salt in your food. For me, I love pickles. I do eat a lot of pickles, and it's just helped me keep that muscle full of water. And trust me, you'll see the difference. Just add more salt to your food, especially when you're kind of not the peak week, but more weeks out. Let's say now I'm 9 weeks out. I have a lot of salty food, salt in my water, salt in my pre-workout, salt on my meals, pickles, stuff like that. They really help me keep that fullness. All right, that's number one. Number two, I eat my carbs around my training time. So instead of let's say I've got 200 grams of carbs to eat a day, a lot of people will do 50 before, 50 after, and then spread out the last 50 in 2 other meals. For me, what I found worked best for me is eating, let's say, my 100 before and 100 after. Instead of spreading it down in smaller meals, smaller amount of carbs, just keep it mostly pre and post workout. I realized that my body absorbed it so much better, and it helped me keep my performance high and keep that fullness. All right, I'm looking on the right because there's a bee and my windows are open, and I'm praying that the bee doesn't get in. Yesterday I got actually stunk by a bee, and it hurts. All right, so carbs pre and post workout. Number three, don't do high intensity cardio too much. A lot of people will go for that 45-minute high intensity heart rate up at 140, but this will deplete your muscle glycogen. If you're on the Stairmaster and it's super intense, it will deplete the muscle glycogen in your legs. As opposed to doing that, what I do is a lower intensity cardio. I'll go for a walk. Yes, it might take me 2 hours to burn the same amount of calories, but I'm not draining myself. I'm not depleting my muscle glycogen. It's not stressful on the body. I'm enjoying it. It's easier. And it doesn't impact my performance for the next day. Try doing the Stairmaster 45 minutes intense every single day. Trust me, your workouts are gonna suffer. So that was tip number 3. Tip number 4, don't do the cardio before your workout, right before. That's super important. You can do, let's say, your fasted cardio in the morning. A lot of bodybuilders like to do that. They go back home, they eat, and then they have a good solid meal, and then they come back later for the training. Don't do the mistakes of either or. So some people will do their cardio right before, then jump on the session. That's the worst thing you can do because your performance at the gym will suffer. Or doing your cardio after, also not really ideal, because after the workout your body is hungry, your muscles are hungry, you want to replenish those muscle glycogen. So feed your body first and then maybe go do your cardio, but don't do them one right after the other. Tip number 5 is taking refeeds. All right, refeeds or cheat meals once every single week, for example. That's what I'm doing right now, but it really helps you kind of restore those muscle glycogen, replenish you, regenerate you, and get you ready for the next week. All right, I was skipping a lot of times on my refeeds just because I'm like, no, I'm hardcore, I don't want to refeed. But it's not about being hardcore, it's just not ideal. Your body needs a refeed. When we have that much, I mean, I'm not the biggest guy, you gotta remember I'm natural, all right? So you're not gonna see me with 250 pounds at 5'7". But when you've got that big muscle mass, your muscle just need those carbs, you know? And you can't just go low carbs for a lot of time, because then you're gonna stress your body, you're gonna go into catabolism, and you're gonna be losing muscle mass, so it's not ideal. So those are a few tips, help you stay full in your prep. All right, and like I said, you're not gonna have the craziest, fullest muscles as when you're bulking, but it might help. All right, see you guys soon.